What's up, everyone? I'm Co Connolly. I'm an indie author of 3 titles. I've got Friendly Misfortunes, which is by itself, and the Affair series. Forbidden Affair and Family Affair are out now. And I've got Fundamental Affair, which is still with my beta readers. I'm looking to get it back sometime this week. And Fruitful Affair is the last one in the series, and it's sort of being edited, sort of just kind of waiting. So anyway, that's how the Affair series is going right now. I'm hoping to get Fundamental Affair back. I've been sitting here doing my little edits on it, as much as I can. But we do have the holidays coming up, so it's time for holiday sales, and I will be doing that on my website. I'm going to be putting my books up for sale on the website. I've got sales for Black Friday. I've got sales for Small Business Saturday/Sunday and Cyber Monday. So I will be doing a different sale each day. So it's not the same thing. It's not going to be like an all weekend thing. It's actually going to be, different sales. So Black Friday, you're going to see a sale. Small Business Saturday/Sunday for the weekend, you'll see a sale. And then on Cyber Monday, you'll see a sale. And they'll be different so that, you'll be able to get things here and there so that, it's going to be fun. Oops. Now, this is the first sale I've ever had because it's the first time I've ever had a website. And if my computer is moving, it's because my cat has decided to rub her face on my computer right next to me. Valentine, please stop, baby. So, it's the first time I ever had a sale because, of course, it's the first time I've ever had a website. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I'm hoping for the best. I've been doing a lot of research because that's what I do. And I've been trying to figure out the best course of action on how to, get to that point of, actually making the sale. But, I'm gonna add a couple of things. There is gonna be a couple of things that are gonna be added to the website. So, both of the Affair books. I'm gonna put both of them in the package so that you can purchase them both together, and it's gonna be at a discounted price if you purchase them both together. And I've also got an extra item. I don't really know how to explain this without actually giving it away, but I have something extra that I had that I used to take to events previously. And it had been a couple of years since I'd actually been at an event. So I still have this stock of these. And I didn't even think to take them with me to the convention. But that was because of the fact that I had already thought that I would put them on my website. So I do have this one item that is specific to, you know, Friendly Misfortunes and Forbidden Affair. So they are technically tied to those books, which is fine. And I haven't done anything new for Family Affair, but I am going to add this item to the website and put that on there for what you call it, for Black Friday. And we're gonna see how that goes. I am thinking about adding a few extra items as well so that I'm not just selling my books on there. I'm gonna put a few writing related items is how I see it, I guess. And I've been looking into that as well. I don't know if anybody would be interested in purchasing something, like notebooks or pens or something like that that's got, an author name or something on it. Because I think that would be kind of neat, I don't know. That it whatever. So, there is one thing that I thought I would bring up because I was on a live write-in and somebody had mentioned it in the comments and I immediately logged off because I could not stand the fact that this is what the world has come to. So, and I am going to say right now that if you're very sensitive to anything, I'm just going to literally say anything. If you're sensitive to anything and you get offended easily, you may not want to watch this next part because I have a feeling it'll offend somebody. And at this point, I really don't care. So, someone had mentioned something about putting in trigger warnings in our books. Now, I can understand how you should have to do that on like a Facebook group because there's a ton of people that, don't know what you're going to say. So I get that. I still think it's a little, stupid, but that's just me. I mean, if you're triggered by, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know how this works. I literally don't. I mean, I have anxiety and depression, blah, 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 whatever, but I don't understand what this whole trigger thing is. It just seems like it's all of a sudden come up with some of these millennials who are, you know, like the military who now has the bitch card when you're being too harsh. Oh, you're being mean. So now they have the bitch card they get to pull out so that the DI doesn't get to be so mean. I think that's kind of, I'm just going to say it, I think it's bullshit. I think this whole triggering whatever the hell is going on with the world right now. I know people who have been through shit and they don't have this problem where it's, oh, well, it's triggering. So I can understand on social media because social media has to be a little bit more sensitive for the snowflakes in the world, I literally do not understand the whole triggering thing. I just don't. And I don't think it's fair that we should have to put in a trigger warning in any of our books. And of course, yes, I'm going to say this because I'm going to defend Fundamental Affair right now. Because yes, Fundamental Affair does have some very just some scenes in there that may make people just, oh, that's so triggering. And at this point, I don't care. I literally don't. I do need to probably put a little something something in there to let them know that, it's going to happen. I just don't want to go back to the 50s where this is a taboo, situation and you just don't talk about it anymore. So you need to make sure that everybody who picks up your book is going to know that it's got child abuse in it. I mean, seriously. It happens. This stuff is real life. And for you to be like, oh no, you need a trigger warning in this. A trigger warning? Read the back of the book. There's a summary on the back of the book that tells you exactly what the book is about. That should be your trigger warning. Not put in there in a page that says, this might cause a snowflake to cry. Or whatever the hell it is, curl up in a ball in the corner and rock back and forth. I mean, I really don't know how that works. But I'm just saying, my hair is literally just ratchet today and now it's falling off because it was up here. Anyway. But my thing is, though, is that I don't believe in trigger warnings. I literally don't. I think it's something that somebody made up. I get it if it's PTSD. Okay, I understand that. That I get. That's a real thing. Okay, but in what world does someone with PTSD not know what's going to trigger them without having an actual, warning, this might cause someone to revert back to childhood? I don't know. I literally have no idea how this works. I don't understand it. To me, it just sounds like, the military bitch card. You're being mean. I don't like it. I can't take this anymore. That's how I feel. Trying to stifle writers into writing. This is what we do. And you want to stifle us into not being able to say certain things because it offends you. I legitimately could not finish the live write-in because someone had asked about putting trigger warnings in our books when we write them. In no way am I ever going to put a trigger warning in my book. if that's what the big five are going to have you start doing because they offend people, well, and, I'll continue to self-publish and not worry about a trigger warning. It's not like I don't know, the FTC or anything has control over my books. They can't tell me that I can and cannot publish certain things. I mean, look, people will publish a 10-page book that they're so proud of, and it was 10 pages. Like, was it some kind of, paper you did for college and you got an A on, so you decided to turn it into an ebook? I don't know. I don't know how that works either. I will say this much though. Technology scares me, and I know I have said this before, that technology scares me. So technology to me is like a way for people to steal shit from you. So I would probably never publish my books on ebook because I feel like that's an easier way for somebody to steal it from you. I don't know. I literally have no idea how it works. But anyway, so back to the trigger thing. I'm not going to put a trigger warning in my book. Yes, my book has child abuse. Yes, my book has, other things in it that I'm not going to mention because it was very hard for me to actually do the things that I did to that character. I felt the emotion for it because I know who she is. I know who the character is, and I felt very bad for doing it. But the thing is, though, is that sometimes things need to be said. Things have to be done. And there's no reason, for anybody to feel like they should be stifled in what they say, because here in the great United States of America, we have the freedom of speech. And I ain't gonna let anybody take that from me. So, needless to say, I'm gonna continue writing whatever I want to write. And that includes chasing some bitch down, smacking her over the back of the head with a baseball bat, and then beating the shit out of her. And taking her back to my lair, cracking the baseball bat over her frickin' knee to shatter the bones, and slicing her frickin' leg off. And I don't care what anybody says. And I just gave away some of the stuff in Forbidden Affair, so buy my book! Anyway. Okay, I'm done. Rant over. So, I will be doing Black Friday sales on my website. I am trying to come up with a logo. I'm trying to come up with something. I've been playing in Photoshop, trying to get something that I can put, up in the banner on the YouTube channel. So, I've been trying to do that. And something to change rather than the stock photo that is on my website. So eventually I'll get there. I'll be able to figure it out. Stock photos are a little bit easier when you're first starting because I literally do not understand technology. It took me the 2 free weeks that you get with Shopify. It took me the entire 2 weeks because you get 14 free days. It took me the whole time to figure out how my damn website works. I was like, I gotta figure this out. I couldn't figure out how to get... I kept taking pictures of my books on the app. And then I would upload it to my website. But for some reason, the pictures wouldn't show up. I was doing this 2 to 3 times before I actually got the pictures on there. And it was so frustrating. What I didn't understand was that was just my first 2 books. And then as soon as Family Affair came in, that one was on there. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, how is it that those pictures worked, but for some reason, Forbidden Affair and Friendly Misfortunes would not get on my website? It doesn't make any sense. And don't worry, my series for next year will not start with an F. I've already been told not to do that. By my beta readers, as a matter of fact, have told me, please don't do that. I'm like, don't worry. It was just something I was trying out. I thought, everybody would know it was from me if they all started with an F, and they're like, no, don't do that. That's stupid. And I'm like, good to know. This is why I like having people tell me when things I'm thinking of are stupid. Like when I was starting to think about aliens, and they were like, let's not. It's like, okay. So I changed it. I have my Killer Suburbia, which everybody knows about. That's for next year. And then the year after that, I have something special, and I'm so excited to start this one. I've been researching it since like 2016, 2017, something like that. I have been researching for the series that will be started in 2021. It takes a lot of research because it is smashing two completely separate incidences together, and I need as much information as I possibly can. And I have several of these freaking little notebooks. I have several of them with notes. So, because they're so small, I'm thinking that I need to get another one of those notebooks like I have for my outlining, um, that I've been outlining the series with. I think I need to get another one of those and just, and, separate it into sections like I have, because that way it'll be easier on me. Get me started with something. Anyway, so Black Friday, Small Business Saturday / Sunday, and Cyber Monday will have sales. So that's how that's going to go. I'm not putting a trigger warning in my book. I don't care how sensitive people are. I don't know. I feel like I don't care about people. It's not really that. I really want you to read my book, and I want people to read my book. But if you're that sensitive, you're not going to read my books anyway, because they're legitimately murdering people. So if you're that sensitive, you're not going to pick up my book anyway. So why should I have to put a trigger warning in my book? Just because it's, child abuse. But nobody died. Give me I had to think about it. Nobody dies in this book. It's legitimately, I just feel like it's a prequel. It's a prequel to Forbidden Affair. Forbidden Affair, she talks about the fact that she was abandoned by her mother and in the foster care system. I did so much friggin' research on the foster care system and how children are treated at certain ages and stuff like that. That's what I did. I took my main character, I threw her into the foster care system, and there you go. That's what it is. It's her life in the foster care system. Just so everybody knows. It's out there now. Everybody knows Fundamental Affair is her life in the foster care system. Everybody knows how life can be in the foster care system. Yeah, you could find a great family. Cool. Other times, you got trailer trash that's... Although... I'm not even going to say anything. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about trigger warnings. Because literally, I just feel like the world is turning into all these, I fart rainbows and shit. That's not how this works. There are legitimate bad people. When most women who are by themselves out in the world, when you walk up to your car, you check underneath it to see if someone's under there. And very nonchalantly, do you glance into your back seat to make sure that someone didn't get in. It's a thing! Because there's bad people in the world. Nobody farts rainbows and shits glitter. If you're triggered by the world, then be an agoraphobic. That's all I have to say. I'm out. Bye!